Hi, welcome to Creative Cooking with your host, Christopher Corpening. Today we have our special guest, Brittany Drennan. She's the Women's Gymnastics Team USA Physical Therapist Assistant. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
So today we're going to be making one of your favorite meals, chicken fajita tacos and your famous Team USA queso. So the first thing we'll start off is with the chicken fajita tacos. For those watching at home, all the ingredients will be listed on the screen here, or you can find the complete recipe at our website after the show. So let's go ahead and get started with these chicken fajita tacos.
Okay, so everything we have here is what we need for our marinade, and we're gonna mix it in a big plastic bag like this. All right, so we're gonna add lime juice, olive oil, garlic, salt, cumin, chili powder, jalapenos, and cilantro.
That smells really good. That must be the lime juice and the chili powder.
Adds a little spice to it.
Yeah.
I want you to mix it up really well.
All right. Let me see this. There we go. Simple and easy. There. All right.
So we've got about 1.5 pounds of chicken here, and so we're going to put it in the bag and make sure the marinade touches every part of the chicken.
All right. Slide this chicken in here. All right. Seems to be pretty coated pretty well.
So once it's covered, we'll either let it sit in the fridge for 8 hours, or we'll let it sit in room temperature for 1 hour.
Okay, I think with this we're going to let it sit at room temperature for an hour because we have some pre-marinated chicken over by the grill. So let's go ahead and grill that and get started.
Cool. Okay, so we'll add the oil to the pan, and once it starts to smoke, we'll add the chicken.
All right.
So we'll take the chicken out and we'll dab it a little bit. And add a little bit of salt. Throw it on the pan.
Perfect. All right.
So it'll cook for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. So once your chicken is cooked, you want to make sure that it's at least 165 degrees or higher. We'll take them out of the pan and stack them one on top of the other and wrap them in foil to help conserve the heat while we grill our vegetables.
Okay, that's a good idea. So the grilled vegetables are the next step after this?
Yes.
Well, while these are cooking, let's go ahead and take a commercial break and we'll be right back with the grilled vegetables. Hi, welcome back. The chicken has finished cooking and it's over there cooling right now. Next step is to cook all these vegetables that we have for the fajitas. So why don't you walk us through that?
Sure. So we're going to add oil to the pan, and then we'll cook some onions and different bell peppers. We chose different types of bell peppers to add a variety for color and taste. We'll cook them for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side, and then they'll be done.
Okay, well, while Brittany cooks those vegetables, let's go ahead and take a look at an interview that Brittany and I had about a week ago talking about Team USA and the upcoming Rio Olympics. Hi Brittany, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So you assist with the physical therapy for women's gymnastics for Team USA. So how has the Team USA performed since the 2012 London Olympics?
They've done great. They've won the past 2 World Championships gold medals, and we currently have the greatest all-around gymnast of all time, Simone Biles, on the team. So right now I'd say we're in pretty good shape.
Sounds good. Are they good enough to win a second team gold medal at this upcoming Olympics?
Absolutely. They won the last World Championships by 3 points, which in gymnastics is a huge margin. They also have every member of that team still competing, so I'd say right now they have a pretty good shot at winning another gold medal.
That's good. So this 2016 Olympic team, you're saying we may see some of the Fierce Five that we've grown to know from the 2012 Olympics?
Yeah, Gabby Douglas and Allie Raisman competed on that 2015 World Championship team. Jordan Weber, Kyla Ross, and Michaela Maroney have all retired.
Oh, really? Did that come as a surprise?
Not really. Kyla Ross has been struggling with injuries since 2014, and she's headed off to UCLA for NCAA gymnastics. Michaela Maroney had several surgeries after the Olympics. She came back to competition in 2013, but recently retired about a month ago. And then Jordan Weaver retired in 2013.
Okay, so what about Gabby and Allie?
Gabby and Allie are going to have to upgrade their routines to keep up with the younger girls. But last year at the World Championships, Gabby Douglas won a silver medal in the all-around behind Simone Biles. And Allie Reisman is still one of the best beam and floor workers in the world.
Okay, so speaking of this Olympic team, how is the team going to be selected?
So the top 12 all-arounders from the national championships will automatically qualify to the Olympic trials, and then whoever petitions from nationals and is accepted can compete. So there are 5 competing spots, 2 traveling alternates, and 1 non-traveling alternate. So it's like putting a puzzle together. The selection committee is going to choose the top 5 girls that are going to bring home a gold medal. They also care about individual medals, so they'll be thinking about not only which girls can contribute to the team, but which girls could qualify for event finals and potentially medal.
Okay, you mentioned earlier that Simone Biles is probably the greatest all-around gymnast right now. Would you say that she's a lock for the team?
Absolutely. If she stays in the same shape and competes the same routines as she did in 2015, there's no way she can't be on this team. It's kind of like all the other girls competing say. There's Simone, and then there's everybody else.
Okay, that's good. Is there anybody else who looks like they will for sure be on the team?
Not really. There are not very many spots left, so there are only 4. And usually what Marta Caroli, the national team coordinator, does is she chooses 4 all-arounders, meaning 4 girls that can compete on every event. And she usually chooses a bars specialist, which is a strategy because the United States has been weaker on uneven bars in the last couple of quads. So right now, Madison Koshin and Ashton Locklear fit that bill. Madison is the 2015 uneven bars champ, and Ashton was part of the 2014 event final for uneven bars.
Okay, are there any new girls that are coming up that maybe look like they have a shot for the team?
Yeah, Jasmine Foberg and Lori Hernandez are 2 seniors now. They won the junior national championship. And Reagan Smith just turned senior, and she's one of the best beam and floor workers in the world. The only problem is when you go from junior to senior in an Olympic year, you lack a little bit of international experience. So we'll have to see how they handle the pressure of an Olympic year.
Okay, well, speaking of our Olympic team and the 2016 Rio Olympics coming up, who do you think is our biggest competition?
Probably the usual teams, China and Russia. China is always good on bars and beam, but they lack a bit of consistency. And Russia has great all-arounders, but they've been dealing with a lot of injuries. Romania is usually in the mix, but right now they haven't even qualified to the Olympics because they didn't make the top 8 at the World Championships. So they have to qualify at a test event. But don't sleep on Great Britain either. They won a bronze medal in the team final last year.
Okay, interesting. So with the 2016 Olympics coming up pretty soon, what else can we see within these next few months for Team USA other than training?
So next weekend is the Pacific Rim Championships, and then in June and July we really ramp up with the U.S. Classic, National Championships, and then the Olympic Trials.
And then on to Rio.
Exactly.
Well, thank you for coming and sharing all this information with us today, and we'll cheer these girls on in the 2016 Rio Olympics.
Thank you for having me.
Well, that was some great information, Brittany. Thank you as always.
Mm-hmm.
We've started making our fajitas. It looks like everything's here, the chicken, the vegetables, and everything. So let's go ahead and continue and enjoy these. While we make our fajitas, let's go ahead and go to a commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to make some of Brittany's famous Team USA queso. Hi, welcome back. For this last portion of our show, we're going to be making the famous Team USA queso. For those watching at home, all the ingredients will be listed on the screen, and if you want the full recipe, you can find it on our website after the show. So Brittany, tell us how we get started making this queso.
Sure. So we're going to heat 1 cup of half and half in a small skillet on medium heat, which we've already started over here. Once it's simmering, we're going to drop down the heat and add some of our cheese here. So we've got 3/4 pound of white American cheese, a ½ pound of Fontina cheese, and we'll add it in batches. So you'll add it, let it melt, add more. Once all of that is melted and creamy, we're going to add in our ingredients here: green chilies, cumin, nutmeg, red pepper flakes, and salt and pepper.
Okay, and is that done after all the cheese melts and that's all stirred in? Are we good to try it?
Yeah, but you can add cilantro and tomatoes if you want. Okay. You can also broil it for about 3 to 4 minutes until the cheese is brown and bubbly.
Okay, that's interesting.
So, and the nutmeg and the cumin are optional.
Okay, just because they're a little bit spicy and they add some more spice.
Yeah, if you want your queso cheesier, leave those 2 ingredients out.
Oh, okay. All right, well, let's go ahead and make this queso.
Okay. All right, so our half and half is heated up now, so now we'll add the cheese. Do you want to add this?
Okay.
Add it in chunks. Let it melt.
All right, that's about half there, the fontina.
So we'll add half of this, the white American cheese. Let the cheese that you add melt completely before you add more. All right, so the cheese is melted, so we're ready to add our other ingredients.
Wow, this smells really good. I can't wait to try it.
Me neither. It looks like it's done.
All right, let's pull out the chips and salsa and give this a try. That's really good. You can taste the green chilies in it. I can see why everybody loves this.
Yeah, it's a team favorite.
Well, I want to thank you for coming on and sharing these recipes with us, the chicken fajita tacos and your famous Team USA queso, which is delicious. And they're very easy to make. Anybody watching at home, you can find all the ingredients needed and the recipes for these on our website right after the show. And I want to thank you again for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Let's dig in.